What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, I want to talk a bit about a question that I've been asked often, especially the last couple of days, and that is, how do you prepare for phase 2? There's a bunch of people making YouTube videos and even writing articles about preparations to do phase 2, and some people are taking it to the absolute extreme. Now, my approach to preparing for phase 2 is quite moderate compared to a lot of other people, and that's what I want to talk a bit about in today's video. So before we do so, big thank you for all the support on the complete gold guide for Season of Discovery. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying the gold guide. And the gold guide is soon releasing with like an updated section for phase 2 gold farms and the best way to make gold in phase 2, which everyone that has the gold guide will receive that sent to their email automatically for free. So if you think that sounds interesting, definitely check it out by clicking the link down below in the description. So that goes without saying, like gold, preparing with gold comes very natural for me because like gold making is something that I find most enjoyable to do in the game, period. So I'm at the recording of this video roughly 2,000 gold, which is more than enough to buy and do whatever I want to do. Like it's definitely gonna get to way more than 2,000 gold just because I enjoy the gold making aspect of the game. But I think it's something that a lot of people should consider, like walking into phase 2 with enough gold, because yes, the mount cost is cut in half pretty much. So that one is pretty easily like that gold. You'll acquire it just by doing simple questing. However, as we've seen in the phase 1, there's going to be some best in slot items, BWE blue items that are going to be extremely, extremely expensive, and they will probably just keep on going up as people realize that they're sitting on an actual BIS item. So having a lot of gold so you can purchase those BIS items early on is definitely key. Consumables, enchants, you name it. There's going to be plenty of things to spend gold on if you want to. So walking into phase 2 with enough gold, definitely key for me. Have that one sorted out though. But on the topic of gold, there's a couple of things that I want to use my gold for to prepare further for phase 2. And one of them is as simple as buying consumables, because my main leveling tactic is going to be leveling through dungeons on my Druid and my Paladin, because I can heal the dungeons on my Druid and tank them on my Paladin. So you want to have your bags just completely stacked with consumables, like mana pots, for instance, to reduce the downtime of your tune. I also want to use my gold to level up the professions on all the alts that I haven't maxed out professions on yet. So not only do I want to max the profession to 150, but I also want to purchase all the materials that I can purchase right now to go from 150 to 225, because I expect the materials to go up in value drastically. So definitely, if you have the option to and you have the gold to, look up the materials that you need for your professions to level it above 150 and invest into those so you have them ready when phase 2 launches. Other than that, something that's just very handy to do, that you need to do at some point anyways, is running around and picking up the different flight paths in the different zones. So like this one, I don't have Arati Highlands, but I know that I will be doing stuff in Arati Highlands. Might as well take the call it downtime that we have now in phase 1 to go and get the flight paths, at least the ones that you know you're gonna need. I mean, if you can be arsed, of course, go get them all. There's even warlocks doing these summoning services that will summon you to every flight path in the game, so you can collect them all. But definitely something to consider. I am also leveling like some of my tunes, like my hunter, not by dungeon grinding, but by grinding mobs, which I'm going to come back to, and I expect it to be way better than doing quests if done correctly. So on that tune, even though I'm not questing, I still want to run around and do a bunch of quests, have the quests, like 20 quests, if I can be arsed, have those quests ready, so whenever I want to level my hunter, I can just hand in 20 quests and then start grinding mobs to level it up. I've also slowly started to do it on my druid and my paladin just to get like a minor head start, even though you're not going to save a lot of time. So I definitely advise people to get these other things in order before they start like to do a bunch of quests, because if your idea is to dungeon grind and you have a good group for dungeon grinding, yes, of course, if you min max and do it the absolute best possible way with the highest yielding quests and item quest pickups in your bag, etc., there's a lot of XP to be gathered. But most people just go to a zone, they just pick up 20 quests, complete those quests, and then they hand them in. And those people are not really going to save a lot of time if their initial idea was to just jump into a dungeon and spam, let's say, SM right off the bat. So yeah, I will do some quests, but not a main focus, because I really like the pace of Season of Discovery, especially now with the number changes where you can do it once, but then you gotta wait an entire week before it resets again. So you'll have a lot of time to level your alts and jump in on the first reset. So I'm not too worried about spending a bunch of time doing quests that I don't enjoy doing, right? I would rather spend it on something that I enjoy, because I suspect leveling from level 25 to 40 to be super fast as well. And some minor things that you've probably heard many times before, but it is worth mentioning. There's like some minor things that you should think of before Phase 2 comes around, and it's simple things as just clearing out your bank. Because there's going to be a lot of things that you wouldn't want to put into your bank as you're leveling your toons up. So clear out your bank and also your bags. Obtain bigger bags if you have the capital. Go farm some gold so you have gold to purchase bigger bags. That's definitely going to reduce your leveling time, because you can carry more loot before you have to go back in vendor. So it really helps out. Make sure that you have all the runes on each of your class, because even though there's some runes that you don't think you're ever going to use, Blizzard might still alter and change those runes, so they are going to be really useful in like later on, maybe in combination with another rune makes them really good. So go around and pick up all the runes that you don't have yet on your toon. And if you're going to be questing as well, make sure that you have like the doesn't matter how you're planning on leveling, but just make sure that you have booned up like the Dark Moon Fair buff, the world buff from BFD, consumables like agility pots, etc., scrolls, even if you want to take it that far, because it definitely helps you. But you also need to be in a position where it makes sense for you to do so. If you have like almost no gold, I wouldn't spend my last gold on buying like agility pots or scrolls, right? There's going to be better use of your gold than that. But that's just pretty much my idea of preparing for Phase 2. I mean, I say that I'm going to take it chill, and then I just listed a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm not super worried. If I don't have 20 quests saved up on my hunter, I don't really give a shit, right? If my bags aren't cleared out, don't really care. I've taken time off work so I can play a lot of Season of Discovery Phase 2, and I just want to have fun with it. So as long as I'm having fun, I'll play it for a longer time before I jump back to retail as well. So if you guys got any professional tips on how you are preparing for Phase 2, something big obvious that I missed, please let me know down below in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's pretty much my idea and my plans for preparing for Phase 2. So hopefully that answered everyone's questions about my plans for, well, the preparation phase of Phase 2. So guys, thank you all so much for watching as always, and I will see all of you guys back in at tomorrow's video. So don't forget to check out the complete gold guide for Season of Discovery, free updates for every phase, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Season of Discovery video. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all back in at tomorrow's video.